In this video, we're going to be talking about AWS Code Commit. Code Commit is a version control service hosted by AWS that you can use to privately store and manage assets such as documents, source code, and binary files in the cloud. Code Commit is a secure and highly scalable managed source control service that hosts private Git repositories. Code Commit eliminates the need for you to manage your own source control system or worry about scaling its infrastructure. You can use Code Commit to store anything from source code to binaries. It supports the standard functionality of Git, so it works seamlessly with your existing Git-based tools. Code Commit provides high service availability and durability and eliminates the administrative overhead of managing your own hardware and software. There's no hardware to provision and scale, and no software to install, configure, or update. Code Commit repositories are also encrypted at rest as well as in transit. Additionally, Code Commit repositories support pull requests where users can review and comment on each other's code changes before merging them to branches. Notifications automatically can send emails to users about pull requests, comments, and more. Code Commit repositories can also scale up to meet your development needs and can handle repositories with large numbers of files or branches, large file sizes, and lengthy Git revision histories. There's no limit on the size of your repositories or on the file types you can store. Code Commit also keeps your repositories close to your other production resources in AWS, which helps increase the speed and frequency of your development lifecycle. It's also integrated with identity and access management and can be used with other AWS services and in parallel with other repositories. You're able to migrate to AWS Code Commit from any Git-based repository. And Code Commit supports Git commands as well as its own AWS CLI commands and APIs. One of the most popular AWS services to combine with Code Commit is Code Pipeline, which we've covered in a previous video. Using Code Commit as your source repository, you can have a push to a Code Commit repository trigger a build in Code Pipeline. In fact, you'll notice from the AWS Developer Tools console that Code Commit is designed to work with Code Build, Code Deploy, and Code Pipeline. Code Commit will seem familiar to users of Git-based repositories, but even those unfamiliar should find the transition to Code Commit relatively simple. Code Commit provides a console for the easy creation of repositories and the listing of existing repositories and branches. In a few simple steps, you can find information about a repository and clone it to your computer, creating a local repo that you can make changes to and then push them back in the Code Commit. You can also work from the command line on your local machine or a GUI-based editor. Making a repository is as simple as creating one and then, for your identity and access management user, setting up either HTTPS or SSH access. Code Commit is different from file versioning in Amazon S3 because it's designed for team software development. It manages batches of changes across multiple files which can occur in parallel with changes made by other developers. Amazon S3 versioning supports only the recovery of past versions of files, but it's not focused on collaborative file tracking features that software development teams need. And that'll cover it for our quick introduction to Code Commit, so if that makes sense, feel free to move on.